Greetings there, fellow city builders. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Flotsam. Episode 12. Procrastinating my promise for a school. How do bottlefish bite the hook? Suction cups. We fish them up with suction cups. The one thing I know I need to do, and the reason why there's the unbottler and the fish cleaner is if you spend a lot of time in these biomes, you end up, like, running out of food unless you're cleaning the fish, which is what's essentially happening right now. So I need to move out of this biome soon. So let's get to that radio tower, scoop up the thing, and then go back to cleaner pastures so that I don't run out of food, because I'm going to run out of food at this rate. I could, however, hit up the Penthouse Restaurant. Oh, don't stop getting the bottlefish. Cut it out. I wonder if, filter. No bottlefish, no oil. My worry is if I do this, it's gonna get stuck in the fish pier and won't have anywhere to go. Yeah, that's happening. They're just fishing it up and then having nowhere to put it. There's one more solar home next to me. That there is. You, sir, have better eyes than I. Canadian Hussey is now maxed out with athletics. He's a regular Wayne Gretzky now. And I'll probably stop at like 10 solar panels. That seems pretty reasonable. Which means, let's not make them. Because we'll be salvaging what we need for the last one from the sunlit apartment right now. Alright, to the radio tower and then out of this polluted mess. It is, I can tell the solar panels doing its work, because, like, we don't have a lot of power needs midday. Goodness, I spent countless late nights drowning in these wires, scaling the mast, connecting satellites, and keeping the signals humming. There it is, up at the top, the radio transmitter. But the whole bottom is flooded. No chance we're getting up that way. We'll have to stack ladders to reach it. So here we go. OSHA approved ladder caterpillar thingy. And I need more precision tools to be able to salvage the rooftop electronics. So where's my tool manufactory? The boat town looks great. Thank you, Turtle. It says production limit has been reached. Let's raise the production limit to 8. Come on. Make it. Make it. I'll just click a million times. That will make it quicker, right? That's how it works, guys, I think. Yes, that's it! The transmitter! Let's use this beast to upgrade our radio station. I will. In just a moment. So if we go to the radio transmitter, here, we can now upgrade it once it's, like, back on the ship, I suppose. It's not yet. Who's supposed to be making my tools? Oh, I'm out of metal. Ho hum. We are right next to a few buildings that might have metal, though. Nope. Parking garages have metal. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna get out here and start getting food. Oh, did the salvage boat make it back? It did, okay. If I wanted metal, I should get the tanker too. That will work. Alright. So here's the radio transmitter. And now it's getting upgraded to the advanced version, allowing us to talk to more people. A little twist here. Snap these two wires, kick the amplifier, and... Greetings from Redtown. Receiving your signal loud and clear. Who am I speaking to? Thank the stars. My name is Stella. I was researching fusion power when I lost contact with mission control. But I've never heard of Radtown. That's cause we built it. We started with just a tugboat and trash. And we're now a whole community. Ripper. I don't know what that means. I don't speak jive. I'm sorry. How do you power it? Is saltwater an effective conductor? Oh, I'm rambling. Are you from the continent? There's a continent? We've only seen ocean and scraps of land. How do we get there? I can see it from up here. I can calculate a route, but first we would need to triangulate your position. Sail close to a few large metal structures, pylons, factories, shipwrecks. I'll bounce your signal off of them, pinpoint where you are. There's a pylon on the horizon. We could use it as a starting point. Over there. All right, let's focus on getting food, and I'm going to update the priority. So the current priority right now is replenish food. Because spending that time getting electronics was great, but now I'm, like, flat out of food. And metal. I guess I'll add metal to the list, too. I wrote food and food. Okay, maybe I'm hungry. Yes. So, it did exactly what I thought it would do, which is there's nowhere to put the, bottle fish. So I'm gonna just unfilter it and then get rid of it. Because it's exactly the problem I thought it would be, but, you know, whatever. I'll throw them out. It's actually pretty easy to, like, clean them. This was the fish washer. I don't even have an unbottler, do I? I've not been doing research, have I? Alright, let's research the unbottler. And we'll... Oh, actually, these are still bottle fish, aren't they? Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to replenish my food this close to a polluted biome. So leaving it. Come on, where's food? Yeah, here we go. Here's some bottle fish that aren't... Or, sorry, nibblers that aren't bottle fish. So, might as well get the food washer. Let's put that... I'll put it up here for now. In the front. Oh, I never powered that on, did I? And then I had mentioned wanting to expand our power, our battery grid, but we need metal for that too. So the food washer is not going to immediately help me, but basically you take oily gobblers and you wash them, and you can do the same with the seaweed. Technically there's a use for oily seaweed, because with a salad spinner you can make like polluted salads, but like, yeah, I'm not, I don't even get polluted seaweed, so it's kind of moot. And the new nibblers are all fished up, I think? Yep, so let's keep moving. So I know I needed metal. Derelict truck will help with that. And I've got 2 generators, so I'm not going to bother with that. like my little solar-powered town. It's not exactly aqua dynamic, but it's more or less symmetrical. All things considered. Oops. Gas bagging the bottler. All right, so we just got the unbottler now, and that requires metal plates. So we'll get that once we smelt the metal from the salvage that we're doing. My town's a little fat, as you can see. It's hard to fit through these spots now. I'm also bingo on plastic junk. Or plastics, I should say. We should take that as well. Alright, region was surveyed. So there's another truck over there, which is sort of towards the pylon, so we'll head in that direction next. Let's get the seaweed. Damn, terrible at parking. I know. Snarf. Better at cooking. Question. Should I finally build a school? What do you guys think? Should we have education on our island, or, you know, forget it? Because I've been, strategically ignoring it up until now, but if you would like it, I'll do it. I'll leave it up to you. And now that the unbottler's done, I'm just gonna start to research all the stuff that I've, like, that's behind me. Actually, let's get plastic. Cheers. And now that we have the unbottler, we can plug that in. And all this does is take the bottles off of the nibblers for plastic waste so that we can actually cook the nibblers. Pretty straightforward. So food and water looks okay. We definitely need to do some fishing on the way to our destination so that we have plenty of food continuing. And it wouldn't hurt to get potatoes, although I don't think we need much more because we've been growing so many. You know what? I take that back. We only have 14. We can pump up those rookie numbers. Alright, if you haven't voted yet, feel free to be the tiebreaker. 1 more minute on the poll. How bad is our pollution? Lisk is sitting about 1/3. So not bad. Not bad at all. Not good, but not gonna kill us. Now, our total food numbers is not taking into consideration the amount of, like, fries and tomatoes, all the intermediary ingredients for final food. So we have, like, loads of fries for fish and chips. We just need to get the nibblers for it, which is why I'm fishing nibblers right now, just so that we can re-up our food supply. And you guys think I should build a school. Okie dokie. So if we want a school, I need floaters. I need plastic. Copy that. We'll work on it. So replenish food, metal, and build a school is the priority. Now, there's no point in having a school without books, so we'll also have to go into, like, a town and get books. So I'll do that as well. I'm going to set the fryer and the food truck as very high, because they're somewhat responsible for feeding us. It's kind of important to have them keep going. I was low on plastic. Our metal is back to sort of more normal levels. Getting a little bit more metal scrap would be good for the electronic scrap that we need. But our urgency for metal has mostly been resolved. So after hitting this one rusty car wreck, we should be fine on metal, I suspect. The other thing I had mentioned is wanting some extra battery power. So I'm going to really invest in it and build 4 more batteries so that their solar power panels can, when we're idle, can really top up full of power, and then we'll discharge once we're on the move. And that should help out a lot, I think. Making sure to gas bag them. Waiting for the last power pole. There we go. So now we've gone from like 3,000 to 7,000 power storage, I think. So it's 1,000 for the Town Heart, and then we had 2 batteries, so we went from 3,000 to 7,000. That should help out a lot, I think. Blackstar, thank you for the resub. And cheers back to you. That, of course, used a whole bunch of metal and batteries, so let's just fetch the batteries so that we can resupply. I don't think we're going to need more batteries beyond what we already have for a while, but might as well grab them. We have some room. Plastic research just got done. So plastic research allows us to make an autoclave, and the autoclave allows us to create high-tech refined resources, like the plastic floater. But I don't think that there's much of a reason to get that until we get the chem lab. So let's get a chem lab. I'll put the autoclave here, and then a chem lab here. Bye-bye resources that we've just we just grabbed. He's building those 2 new ones. Gonna put us out of business. I'll do fancy parks, because I would like to get tiled walkways too. And if we get tiled walkways, my need for metal is only gonna go up. Ah, smells like home. Potential and accidental explosions. Let's brew up some coolant and build ourselves an oil refinery. So, the new buildings. Let me explain what they do. The chemical lab allows you to make bioacid. So bioacid is a requirement for a whole bunch of things. But it's one of the things that was required for the solar panels, if you recall. But I'm done with solar for now. So I'm not going to bother making bioacid for the solar panels. But what I will do is go infinite, infinite, and infinite, and then we'll set up requirements. So bioacid, I'm going to do up to 6. Foam, I'm going to do up to 20. And coolant, I'm going to do up to 4. The foam is made of biogas and glue. Glue is made of water and flour. And then the biogas is like just, you know, things that decayed, essentially. Biogas is just bio-waste, and bio-waste is whatever you wanted to huck. Right now, our bio-waste is all seaweed-based. But the reason we want a lot of that is a requirement for the Plastec. Because Plastec is aluminum sheets, glue, and pletal. And then, if we want to make the plastic floaters, that is, you know, we're banging out one of the prerequisites, essentially. So, we also need to gas bag these things. So for Plastec, let's set that production limit. So for the floaters, we'll do 12. And for the Plastec itself, we'll do 20. Okay. And then where is the... Oh, I need to plug that in. That would help. Where's my fabricator? So here is plastic floaters. So plastic floater allows you to reduce the weight of a building even more. They're like the upgraded version of a gas bag. And that's foam plus Plastec. So there we go. Now I have infinite crate floaters. And I'm just gas bagging the stuff we've already made. So you can reduce it by 25% and then another 25%. So obviously plastic floaters is something we're going to make like oodles and oodles and oodles of. Which means that it would be in our best interest to make sure that we continually supply what is required, which is glue, aluminum sheets, and pletal. Pletal's metal and plastic. So that makes the Plastec itself. And then for the foam, it's biogas, which is essentially seaweed, and glue, which is water and flour. And most of those ingredients are supplied. We have a pretty good supply of, so we just need to keep supplying metal and plastics, in other words. And biogas, which is seaweed. So I am doing just that. So the current priority right now is make a school and Plastec floaters. And the reason for the plastic floaters is, even with the tugboat that we have, we are nearly at like weight capacity. Well, not nearly, but we're definitely creeping towards weight capacity just because everything is growing, and as it grows, it gets heavier. So that would be just very, very, very helpful. Is the lab powered? Yes. Both of them require power. Now, did I remember to... I did. Okay. So everything is, everything's been gas bagged in the town, I think. I wish there was like an overlay in the weight overlay or something for like things that haven't been gas bagged or floated. So you didn't have to like click aggressively on everything to figure out what hasn't had upgrades. Because it's really easy to like overlook, I think. The other thing I should mention is, unless we get corn soon. It might... Actually, you know what? For now, I think what I'm going to do is bio-waste all of our tomatoes until I am growing corn. Because I have tomatoes. But they're basically just taking up inventory space. So I might as well turn them into biogas for floaters. And I see some books on the horizon. So, Operation Go to School is coming fast. That might be a good final goal, is build the school. Get educated. Pollution levels are very manageable. The least polluted basically have no pollution. That's like 1% or something. And Fancy Parks just got researched. Awesome. So Fancy Parks is really handy because it also allows you to get the tiled walkways. Next up, I'll get oil power. And the tiled walkways are just the upgraded, like, metal pontoon walkways. So I'll upgrade a few just so you can see the difference. And you would think, like, metal walkways are worse, but they're not. And then the metal walkways can then upgrade to grassy ones, which is like a weird upgrade path, if you ask me. But, you know, so be it. So the tiled ones are net positive beauty. And the grassy ones are as well, and you can just decide, like, which of the two you want going forward. They're somewhat interchangeable as far as I can tell. Okay. We're finally out of the, like, the wooden walkway. And I personally, I just like the look of the grassy ones. So I'll probably incorporate those more than any other. It's a very poor use of metal, though. I will add. I'm going to grab the intact books. I'm going to leave the moldy paper behind. And then I need floaters to be able to make the school. Alright, I absolutely ruined my wood supply. Oops. But yeah, that aesthetic is better. I like it a lot better. So once we're done salvaging the books, and I think all the salvage tasks are finished. Okay, we just need to go after plastics so I can actually build the thing. Oh, is that corn? Hey, we found corn finally. Took a while. But I'll definitely scoop up some corn too. Oh, now I don't have the metal for the school. Oh man, I really screwed that up. Just can't win. Actually, forget the furniture. We don't need more tinder. Alright, with the new farmlands, I propose we grow... So right now we have wheat and tomatoes over here. I think I'm going to designate... Oops. Crap, I did not mean to click that. I'll figure out what that was. I'm going to designate corn here. That was a bench. Sorry. Did not mean to nuke the bench. I'm going to replace the bench with... that. Short bench. Alright, plants. Crop menu. Corn. This will allow us to open up another food. So if we take a look at our food truck, which is here, finally we'll be able to get fish tacos. Now that all the corn has been planted, well, actually, I'm going to hold off on the food tacos because we need one more corn to plant the full row. But, that will be a new food source, which is nice. Alright, I recognize that I nuked all my metal. So we can head back into the, I don't know, we'll find metal somewhere in just a second. Now, despite all of the productivity that we've been put through, I don't think I have any plastic floaters yet. Which is just madness. But there's so... because we don't have any plastic, and we don't have any plastic because I don't have any glue, and we don't have any glue because I don't have any wheat. Yeah, okay. Production chain hell. The usual. One thing I've noticed is, as long as we don't have a lot of production queued up, I don't dip into my batteries at all. The solar panels completely power the town. Do I need to stop bio-wasting my tomatoes? Probably, yeah. Now that I'm trying to make fish tacos. So all we need is one more metal plate, or a few more metal plates, and we'll have a school. So, now that we have all the floaters for the plastic that I was missing, let's go find some metal and build a school, finally. Hopefully. How's my potatoes? I have 60? Yeah, I don't need more potatoes. Ooh, I did need mushrooms if I wanted to add more people to our community, because I don't have any more filters. And then this is like polluted seaweed. I'm not going to bother, because I don't want to have to wash it. Signal locked at the starting point. Other locations in sight. Mark them on your map. So in order for the astronaut Stella to get like a lock on where we are, she's just asking us to go by like large metal objects. So we have a pylon, one of the three that we're next to. Here we go. Here's the metal. You guys voted for school, and then I, like, wasted all my metal making pathways. It's like, oops, sorry, can't afford the school. Oh, no. Apparently, I really didn't want one or something. I don't know. After we get that, we can head over to the rusty car wrecks to get more metal, too. Because a lot of this metal will become possibly plettle, which is plastic metal, or some other byproduct. Oh, there we go. School's getting built. Terrible yet realistic mayor. So the way this works is, as long as you have books in your stockpiles, people will attend school and just like level up when they're idle otherwise. So if you take a look at the Y menu here, I'm going to set school basically is like the lowest priority for everyone already, which is intentional so that they do their work first and then schooling second. That's essentially the way the school works. So it gives you a nice XP boost if you need it, where you can salvage up the books and then supplement for faster learning. So it is pretty handy. I didn't want to talk it down. It was just I didn't have a lot of idle people, so that's why I didn't make it a priority for the longest time. So we now have plastic floaters, the school. We're starting to get a whole lot of foam. We're not getting the plastic because all the glue is going to foam production. But once the foam hits like 20, we can start to do the plastic production. And the people in our town are, I would say, thriving. Doing pretty good. No real complaints. It's a pretty town. People are leveling up. And nobody's dead or starving. And this, friends, is where I am going to leave off. Thank you for tuning in to Flotsam, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow seaworthy survivors.